loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, 40 seconds the mic. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Safe. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the cover.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58. 56. Let him go.
On 2nd and 2, Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Hey, free players. 56 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check nickel.
We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Safe.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Breeze. Again has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Hey, easy.
Here's Breeze to throw. Well, this is caught by Gibbs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
0-2. Hey, easy.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Ready. 5-9. 11. Yeah, let's go. 12. 45. 5. Here we go. Hey, kill.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No. Off. Shoot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some height. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the gun, Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Ted Ginn Jr. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. You're good. You're good. Right forward. Ready. Wild Bill. Hey, easy.
Breeze now. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Bravo. Switch.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
45. Get in the weight room. Hey, easy. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this is caught with the ground. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Watch twist. Switch.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there were stories about
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A on 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and once more this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Easy. Come on.
Breeze going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? My guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike's 47.
Hey, Alpha. Let's set a time.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
You killed. Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey, exit.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And now here's another interception. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, 1 second.
Hey, 59, ready.
54. Mike, 50. Ready to go.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, tight.
Hey, easy.
There you go. Ready, cut.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down.
Mike's 47.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demonte Kazin. And they get the football. They'll set up...